that's enough with this site. I'll keep that open just in case, because it's the first time actually using alerts in a while. But the big question... Well, I'd be live on YouTube, not live on Twitch, so... It looks like we're good there. I just gotta figure out how to get back to the dashboard. That takes me back to editing the video. I wish the survey wouldn't keep popping up. Here we go. Live in control room. And with that, I should be... Where... There it is. Start up Twitch. And apologies in advance for the super long delay. Well, I guess like... Yeah, it's almost half an hour of a delay. I was all set to go, and then I figured, why not try to get Twitch alerts working before I get started, and... Turns out that it's hard to get that set back up when it's been so long you completely forgot how this thing worked, and then like I had to get the game going again. So, lots of fun mess all around, but this computer's showing its age in multiple ways, so it's not too surprising. Alright. Oh, I don't know why everything's just turning black all of a sudden, and... Yeah, I guess if I close all these alerts, that buys up a little room. Let's see, string together. All this stuff that I'm probably not gonna bother using. So while I'm messing around with things and trying to finish up the rest of the social posts, how's everyone's day going? I had a bit of a nice day, but I spent quite a bit longer working on some scripts and some voiceovers for videos and shorts, so I just had to make sure that I took some time in between all that and actually live streaming, and cut it a bit closer than I would have liked to admit. Fine. I forgot to actually copy and paste the link so I could post it on the X site. But better late than never. Of course it's just slightly shy of being too long for... Which is weird, because I copy and pasted from Blue Sky, and that worked perfectly fine. Anyways, welcome to... I also let you see the actual title screen. Give something visually appealing while I'm going through all this. I'm sure if I take off this part of the sentence, everything will flow just fine. And I'm sure I have plenty of time to like this random picture of Persona 3 characters. Might as well get something out of the site while I'm on it. Alright, so... Still good on all accounts. I was saying maybe I should pop up the chat so I could see it better, but I got OBS. I can see everything just fine. Maybe like double, get a little more room out of it if it'll let me. So, greeting everyone, I'm JackitK, and I just realized that I never actually said anything on Discord. So let me alleviate that. Okay, had some technical issues, but we should be good to go now. And this way you get both the YouTube link and the Twitch link. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So once more, greeting interwebs, I'm JackitK, and today I'm trying out Kadomon Hyper Auto Battlers. I've been itching to try to get into some roguelikes, because I like the concept of small sessions of gameplay where you just but every time you do a new file, you get better and better. But the problem with roguelikes is a lot of them are action oriented, and I'm trying to find stuff that's more turn-based. But a lot of times that goes into deck builder categories. That's a pretty long tangent to say that I got recommended this game, and I only tried the demo out once. This has been my first time playing the early access version of it. But I figured that if I'm gonna be streaming it, I might as well share the most optimal experience as the game currently stands. I was worried that the demo would be outdated, in other words. I could explain what this is all about, but how about we just go into the tutorial? It'll explain to you all what this game's about and give me a little bit of a refresher, so we get to get two tails in one Pokeball. Sorry, I've been bouncing between my analogies. So as I'm playing is currently version 0.4. And we'll see how that goes. Welcome to the world of Kadomon. I'm Professor Gonk, but people call me Pasiak? Maybe I'll just call you not for short. The researcher will guide you through your adventures. This world is filled with mysterious creatures called Kadomon. Kadomon are all around us, having fun adventures of their own. They like to travel with people who prove themselves strong. So if you want to meet every Kadomon, you have to be ready to fight. From my research, I collect these 3 rare Kadomon. Grass type. So based on the little bit I've gathered, typing works a little bit differently than what you would expect from a normal creature collector. And types don't... Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't noticed any sort of matchups that one type is good at and one type is bad. And more so, types are kind of just like categories of creatures where they each tend to specialize on their own thing and have different things abilities. So like, that's a tangent to say that the grass is support, fire's more of the aggressive type, and water is a defensive type. I'm sure we'll get into synergies and all that in a little bit. So, on the demo, I played with the water. I kind of just like gravitating towards water in general, but I'm thinking I should do something. I think actually, since this is just a tutorial, I don't know if it'll really matter. When we actually begin the game proper, if we get around to doing so, I'll pull out a little more. I'll do something a little different then. So we got the list of creatures that we collect. And every time we go in new area. I'll try to explain things as we go, but I might also just want to try to vibe with the game. Oh, I guess this shows the whole thing. I don't know, like, I'm liking the dark thunder, dark lightning that's over here. But it might be more fun to take a branching path and divide things up from there. So how about we start with fire and ice? And I can find out really quickly if the type's actually, if there's actually type advantage or anything like that. Well, yeah, so you don't have to win every battle, but you lose morale every time you do battle, and if that hits 0, then it's game over. In battles, the order of your team is very important. Someone better in the front, so they can protect their allies. Others might have an ability that require to be further back, so they can support from the rear. Crazy thing is that I did this on a Steam Deck for the demo, and like it has a little mouse pad, so it works, but I could definitely see this being a game more oriented towards using a mouse and being on the computer screen in general. But I guess it is worth knowing that if you're comfortable enough with the touchpad on the Steam Deck, you can get it to work on there. It's more miserable than actually doing it on a computer, but you can get it to work. Typing up 3 the same type. Oh, I guess there is a bonus damage thing. Good lord, I'm not gonna renumber all the typings for this game. Oh cool, I don't recall if that chart was in the demo or not. If it was, I definitely didn't find it. So they each have a passive ability. I don't know, I feel like this might be a little too hand-holdy, and I can just figure out myself. But that might also just be because I've gone through it before. I do remember being incredibly overwhelmed when first trying to demo with how much they explain before you even start attacking. I'd have to actually sit down and brainstorm what would be the best way to do it, but off the top of my head, like, if you're gonna tell rather than show, then maybe like at least divide it up for when you're actually in the action. But that's the only thing I could think of. That's cool and all, sir, but I didn't even get a chance to read the description. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to see what my little buddy's all about because I was too busy reading what you were saying. It's fine. It's the first battle. I know it's kind of with no consequence. So that's our stats. Red is the health, and the one that I believe will turn yellow underneath it is a special meter. I'm jumping ahead a little, but down there is the speed. It is an auto game, so like every time that fills up is when your little creature actually attacks. Is this little guy even getting a chance to do anything to me? Ah, here. I was hoping that we could at least see some of the types and all that. Kind of get a gauge for our little... as we go around. So, like... Oh, the battle's over. I'm sure we'll get a chance to see and I'll get a chance to better explain things afterwards. As you may expect, after battles you get experience, they level up, and the game's not spoiling yet, so I won't say any more about it. You get rewards like currency, and then you get to recruit one of the creatures that you fought against. And you get additional the rest of the rewards, I guess, are based on how many battles you do. Like, you don't get them every battle, so you might get like every other battle and maybe some more. The bars up there are what tells you about all that. And they come in two types: single use and hold. The former are consumed when they're used, the latter are not. The rest of this I can explain as we go along, and it might be even a little easier to do so. So, this is our new friend, Amachillo? That sounds right. Get an item. Ally summon. Okay. Well, this is kind of a fun one, like, turns you a little prickly bit from what I remember. The multi-berries are pretty good, though, so I guess stick on that for now. Frozen, turns all water into ice, Lucky Clover, 25 chance not to consume item, Wild Grass instantly gain 40. This seems pretty good, but if I don't lose in the first place, then the morale doesn't really matter now, does it? I don't know if I would want to turn my water into ice. It's not necessarily an upgrade, it changes the types that they are. Oh, I was hoping I could check the chart before I picked a field effect and kind of get a better idea what that's all about. Can I at least go into settings? Okay, so I'm not completely locked out. Oh, here we go. So I guess I can kind of see if water has a distinct advantage over ice. Got toxic and earth. Yeah, this chart is definitely new, and I appreciate that. Right. Yeah, I got like 3 things with ice. Also got 3 things with water. And they're different things, though. There's not like one's an upgrade or one's not real. Okay, at least there's no resistances. That kind of takes a bit of the complexity away, which is good, because it's gonna be a lot for me just to take in the advantages. So, I don't really see a reason to care for ice over the water. The pros versus the cons are just way too different. I guess ice would give me advantage against air, while it doesn't give me one against earth. Oh, that's an interesting one that I'm glad I picked up on. Water being good against the toxicity. This, like, you can tell there's some Pokemon inspired routes, but it's because of its own thing. It's good to find a way to line up with common sense in the real world, because I can see like water clearing away your toxicities in your body. Yeah, I spent so long in this green what for? Try to get an idea of at least a 3 what to go with. Lightning is also good against ice, so I guess I'd be good either way. But dust is good against ice. I can't. This I don't know if it really the type chart really matters as much as I'm giving it credit for, but like it's my first time, so I'm just trying to get a grasp on all this. I just remember that this is a tutorial. Oops. Once you select which field effect you want, the icon for that effect will appear here. Right. So this is our team so far. This little guy's great. Great, but he's clearly only there for filler because I think his quote-unquote special ability is that when he's fragile. So on Faint, release Self. So as far as I can tell, this is like the one ally in the entire game that is temporary. Like if it falls once, it's gone forever. Luckily, I don't think I've seen. Yeah. No. I'm still trying to get a gauge of. I wanted to actually look at my other guys. So that was a lot to take in, but basically you put an item here and you can whip it. Now it's consumable, but for some reason I simultaneously remember that you get it back at the end of each battle, and also that it permanently goes away once it gets used up. I guess we'll find out together which is true. Now we only have 2 gold berries, and pretty much this whole section of the screen is all shop, with items you buy on the bottom, and little Kokomons, or Kadomons, that you buy along the top. Now, since this is our first battle, I'm not going to worry too much about buying anything. Save up our items before. Small stick. That's a weird item. I wonder if that's new from the demo. Okay. Sounds like the most wordy part of the tutorial is done at the very least. Alright. I should get a little, I should get a little closer look at you. From what I recall, if the creatures that can attack the back are the ones that have like archer logos. I don't remember exactly, but I know I'll recognize it when I see it. So you're physical and ice. Let me double check the chart for physical, because I'm not sure off the top of my head if it behaves more like fighting or normal. I guess it would behave more like fighting in the fact that it actually has things that it's good against, but air kind of throws me off. And bug. That's a physical and dusk is a parallel I can make though. But I guess I don't need to memorize this, I could just check on it before the start of the battle. Oh, yeah, there's a whole dex too, so that's kind of why it's kind of like a roguelike and a creature collector, but we can we can get that a little later, once I actually get the flow going. Well, Sardine's kind of cool. I used it one in the demo. This might be new altogether. See, is ice good against... Ice is neutral against water, so... I think I might stick with my little buddy here, taking the lead. It is made to be a defensive wall, after all. Do I want to throw you more in the back? Because eventually, like, I know you're only temporary, but you're just meant to get us started, so eventually I assume you're not going to be any good at all, but now that I know that you're gone forever, it makes me kind of want to be a little more stingy. Oh yeah, the synergy, I kind of glossed over that. When you have enough creatures of the same type, like 2, you get a special passive ability. So since we have 2 ice creatures, we have the ability to... I think we get the slow ability, which is pretty self-explanatory. Now I think more about it, like lets them actually do more. It makes the enemy move slower. Ooh. I thought this quite a bit, but this berry is... I'm getting a lot more mileage out of this berry than I thought. I thought it was a consumable item, but it sure likes to keep coming back and healing us up. Alright. Money and recruit a little creature. I can't believe I forgot already if, like, 3 would be getting cool, because this would probably be a good opportunity to get it. What are your abilities? Convert all my ice into fighting. Or... Oh, convert all... Slow into damage. That might have good chemistry with how many ice creatures we have. Anything gain 1 attack and some speed. I think Gear 1's the first things I remember that actually can attack things in front. I don't know. It might be good to have a little fire diversity too, but man. If there's that bonus for having 3 of the type, then this would be worth it. Otherwise, I want this because then we would have 2 waters and 2 ice. And so we would have 2 special bonuses. Yeah. You know, I'm getting really caught up on something that's supposed to be just a tutorial. So, sure. Why not? Let's show off a mystery event. I don't think I really need a tutorial for this. Ironically, you telling me to read things more carefully is kind of making me not read it as carefully. Continue, drag one of the event cards into the slot above. As the last battle ends, your celebrations were cut short by an earth-shattering rumble. You and 3 members of your party look at each other cautiously and agree to track down the source. After days of exploration, you come across a stone chamber containing a glowing ancient tablet adorned in runes. Your party seems nervous as if they know what the symbol means. The rune symbols appear to be just slightly out of the stone. Perhaps they can be pushed? Well, I wish I could talk to them, but guess I'll push the one with the shape that looks the prettiest. This seems to be a cool shape. You press the rune and it turns off. Things seem to be shifting in the world around you. There's a bright flash and you find yourself back outside with the tablet gone. You're unsure if you need to find it again and push it more or not. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I remember the events being more eventful, but that was also our first one. That was definitely my first time coming across that one. I don't think we're hurrying too much for Earth, so I'll take my chances with another mystery event. You can get some neat stuff here. Flashy advertisements on the main foot point to a shop. They appear to be having a flash sale where items are selling for much cheaper than usual. They must have been quite busy before you arrived. The shopkeeper appears to be visibly worn out, falling asleep mid-sentence as if it attempts to serve you. Gain 2 random items, but lose 3. That's great. You know, I kind of want to... I mean, this does seem... I don't know if I want to... Sure. Why not? You try to get John's attention, but they aren't paying attention. At all. After trying to wake them up for a while, you decide to use a small amount of force to wake them up. One of your party members slap directly in the face. I guess those tickets might have some use, like they let you reshuffle the shop. Unfortunately, I don't really see myself in a situation where I often shuffle the shop. I did kind of want lightning. And we give us a chance to actually get a second fighting. Actually, our party's kind of full, but still. Okay, so the water's been trained to splash. And we have some slow from before. Let's keep you in the back until we really need you. Yeah, so there's a lot of thunder creatures. So maybe I should have thought about that before charging right into the set of electrics, but I guess we'll find out the hard way. I guess we can go a little faster. One thing I didn't think about before trying to live stream the game is the fact that I would be just engrossed with watching the game in action. Oh, looks like we're gonna lose our little friend this battle, even though I went for all the trouble of stuffing it in the dairy bag. That's a lot of damage for the little knock to take before even being able to do anything. Oh. Can Army Chill carry us all the way? Ah. Maybe if someone would have attacked the friend a bit more, but kind of only have myself to blame for. So click that. Any revive deal +2. Oh, you're already like a 3-typer. That's pretty special. Before attack, grant an ally ahead. What does this do? Fire Slime. An attack, deal 3 to a random enemy. Considering that's probably the thing that kind of kicked our butts before, I feel kind of safe taking you. Alright, I got 6 berries. Can I do anything with it? At least I still have my berry, and I don't think I ever found a way to actually unequip it once you actually get it. This is a consumable, right? Yep. I'm gonna continue onwards for now. The grass is, I mean, the rest area is also an interesting concept because I found something interesting about the ability to just slap a type onto any creature that you want. But I never had a 3-typer by default before going into one of these. So I know with the 2-typers they'll just add grass onto them. The 3-typer will let me replace one, or I'm just having fall as is. In the same vein though, I also would kind of want to just get experience, because I do know what happens when they get enough, and it seems really good. So sure, let's... I know we have never actually even used you before, but you show a lot of promise already, so... Weird, it didn't show me the experience I got? Well, I already seem on a roll with just taking all the mystery events if we come across them, so why stop now? As rolling the dice repeatedly, seeming entertaining yourself aboard you, immediately glance and gesture towards you to join. Gain a weighted dice. Swap. Randomize all current you own items. 50% chance to lose 3. 50% chance to gain 3. Why not? We've only allows 1 play per group. Okay, we actually won. That's good. Well, shoot, I was paying attention to the wrong corner. I didn't see if I actually won or lost any, and I wasn't using enough stuff to actually really even know. Alright, so can't really change our party because we don't really got anything to work with, but you're kind of weak here, but you are my best defensive option, so I guess you can stay up front. You, on the other hand, get out and get a little more action. Oh, there's an unequip button. That's probably how I get the item. Wish I could see the experience that I got. Alright, so there's 3 here. There's no... I was gonna say there's no extra synergy bonus, but that does look like a 2 rather than a 3. I don't really see the difference between 1 or 2, but I can tell there is a difference. So I guess that's better to learn now rather than later. Alright, let's get into it. Well, at least we seem to be doing better than before, and more importantly, the electric creatures aren't completely kicking our butt. You know, for a game that promotes a lot of your allies are safer in the back, my allies in the back have been taking a significant amount of damage. That's fine. I mean, I have to have abilities for a reason. Okay, this is the screen I probably care about. Yeah, I definitely see that dirty experience that you have that gave you in effect there. Who do I want? Do I want like a little more type diversity, or do I want to try to get... little bit of boost. Right. I completely forgot that I actually had an air already. I think I'll grab you. Right. You know, I had a lot of creatures in my demo run that had this by default, and it was kind of fun. So, sure, I'll get an ally horn. But who do I give it to? I could equip your multi-berry and give it to one of my other creatures, but let me double check what you do. Ally summon, gain 5 electric. Oh, you already have an item, I didn't even notice it. Grant other allies 3 attack. Actually, I think I want that. Here you go. Wish I was paying more attention to where we're going next, so I could rearrange these items a little bit more. Fine. Do I want to take another mystery event? I haven't really had a chance to really get much experience or collecting creatures. So I'll go this way. I don't want to miss out on the camp event either. I didn't even pay much attention to what we're going up against though. Alright. Only game. Unfortunately, not a good time to bring in a little friend here because, if I'm not mistaken, there's. I guess it'd be good against the grass, but I was thinking that it wasn't good against something, but that might just be. I think I'm more concerned about the fact there's so many ground or earth, excuse me, on the field that I'd have to worry about, so I'd rather have the water and the ice symmetry. Let me see if we can get that horn that we... I was hoping to like equip it onto one of our active party members, but I suppose not. I guess what I am enjoying the music, so there is that. Unfortunately, like because I'm learning and all the actions automated, I don't got too much to talk about. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little too focused on the game to actually just go off on like random talks about how things have been, all that, because I'm trying to figure out how this game works as I go, which requires like watching what happens to some degree. If we do get a chance though, I wouldn't mind like going into how my day has been. I forgot that this is only the tutorial and we're like already 40 minutes in. Oh, this is like the ability of Sticky. Sniper attacks the back enemy. We don't really have too many Earths, and I would like to expand the diversity of our team a little bit, though. I guess we'll take Pebble. Can I do anything with these 3 berries? No, I don't think so. Right. So next we're going up against grass and earth. Oh, the bag. That's right. We can always go here if we want to move items around. So I think with all the... I don't know. You'd be good against the grass, but I don't know if you'd be good against the earth. Let's give it a shot. As I was saying before, the music is pretty nice. I don't know, maybe I should arrange the team, but this seems like a good setup. The grass users in the... Did you just hurt your own allies, or was that an attack boost? Sorry, I'm just a little baffled by what just happened to actually speak. I will say, despite the fact I spent way longer than I thought working on videos, it was a nice morning. The biggest flex that I could think of is I took Pokemon Go with me for a walk earlier on in the day, and the first time in over a year, I finally got a shiny shadow Pokemon. It was a nice Cacnea that Arnold dropped after fighting him, and that's a really cool shiny. I tried to take some screenshots with it, and it almost bit me in the butt because as I was swapping between the AR mode and back to try to get the sparkles, game booted me out of the whole mode. Oh, I guess I'll continue that in a sec, but yeah, there's evolution in the game too. With it being a rain cloud, I guess the water typing makes a bit more sense. But they definitely could have gotten away with air and lightning, and it still would have made just as much sense. But I guess the tri-typing is kind of what makes it kind of valuable in of its own right. Let's see what you have. Before attack, grant ally ahead for energy. When you get enough energy for a super, granting allies 2 splash damage. Yeah, we've gone a while without an item. What's this? Unequipped can gain 5 experience. Is it a one-time consume, or is it like the berries where I get it for every battle? That might actually be pretty good. Let me look at my other options because all items are good to some degree. Ally regain trigger, gain 1 health. I'm a sucker for healing, and that might have good chemistry with my defensive little buddy in of itself. Alright, you're pure grass. Before battle, copy the Kadomon 2 spaces ahead. Pass. Ooh. That's interesting typing, kind of makes up for your lack of subtype in of itself. But I like having the dual types because it gives me more opportunities for synergies. Hurt gain 50% of prickly as defense. I'm gonna go with my gut and get the happy little leaf boy. So that's a good berry, but I think I want to try the health attractor instead. Meanwhile, I guess I can throw the multi-berry on... I'm just gonna throw it on someone. And we can figure out the rest later. Alright, this is the last thing before the boss, so I guess I should just use my berries. And get back into that screen. That's a chart. Yeah, that's the bag. Yeah, I guess I might as well buy something. Ally heal to... It'd be a shame to not get to use this thing as soon as I got it. For the battle, copy the Kadomon 2 spaces ahead. There's no way that works on the boss, is there? I'm curious enough to at least try. I really should use this because I just got it, but all my other items are pretty good. I guess I'll put it on one you little guy just to feel a bit better. Alright, so either way it's a campsite, so that doesn't really matter. We have a lot of water, so if I put water on someone else, that could be real useful for synergies. But if I understand correctly, I would need all 4 of them to have water, which they do. But man, but experience is so good because like evolutions and that. This will probably be more fun though. And this is a tutorial. I get the feeling that everything's just gonna be reset, win or lose at this fight. Oh man, it's really kicked my butt before. Well, this is a bad time to like get real stocked up on water. And I kind of wonder what's... What's the chart again? Grass. So we could bring ice. And our poison or toxic, sorry, I'm gonna keep ending up doing that even without trying. How do I get back into the boss fight? Oh, shoot, I don't even know what I did. Oh, there we go, continue. Yeah, as much as I want to go for the all-water chemistry, I think it'd kind of be foolish not to take advantage of the creatures with type advantages that I do have. Yeah, you're air, so that should be good. I could get a little bit of synergy going with... I'm so morbidly curious if he'll copy the boss, though. Well, I mean, if we have a full party, then there probably wouldn't be room for it anyways. I'm just used to the copy abilities being towards things that triggering when my little creatures get knocked out. Alright. Do I want the loud in there? Or the summon horn? Right, I can go into the bag and re-equip it. Alright. And we got quite a bit of diversity in our synergies. That could probably make up for the... That could make up for the lack of all water. Let's give it a shot. I know, like, auto is literally in the name. I kind of wondered if it'd be, like, be more fun if I could have some ways to interact with it during the battle, like swap my allies around and all that. I'm not sure if it'd be too broken. Really give me something to do. I know I can speed it up, but it feels like that would defeat the purpose. There's not too much. Maybe I can afford to go a little bit faster. Now, hang in there, Creasy. Ah, guess I spoke a little too soon. And if you're fully, I was just about to say, you're fully evolved. Maybe you'll be able to handle this. You know, I gotta see why I fall so quickly. Is Bug like good against? From what I can see, Bug's not even good against electric. Oh, it's good against water. Ah. Proceed. Well, this is unfortunate, but not surprising. Technically, I didn't lose because I still had morale, but... I'm pretty sure this is the end. You know... Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, that's right. Boss fights, you'd lose all your morale. So... why am I still going if I lost to the boss? Yeah, so I was assuming that the game would kick us out of the tutorial after the first set, but I guess there's 3. Only the first one is available in this... Click to go in another region. Only the first is available in this prologue. This might be a little bit longer than I thought, so... I'm gonna take a little break. If only to get some more water. And when we come back, we'll do another set. We'll do another wave if we survive that long, and see how I feel from there. Just gotta... This is good. Only problem is, like... I was gonna say the only problem now is that it's kind of like blocking alert if they pop up, but now we're good. Alright. BRB. You know, I had some thoughts as I was working in getting more water. Maybe the reason we didn't instantly lose was because this was a tutorial. But I'm not sure if there's really like anything to think too hardly about. Okay. I just looked back on the YouTube and kind of freaked out because I forgot that I paused the stream. Alright. Let's just press the onwards, I suppose. If there's anything I could do to, you know, just overall do better than the last wave, that'd be fine. I'm kind of regretting not taking the morale flag when I had the chance to. Lose 10 for each remaining enemy. Okay, that's how that works. What would lead to the most opportunities for me? There's like one mystery event and a lot of battles. But if I take the mystery event, I have to do a mini boss. And yeah, I feel like the campsite is just overall more valuable. I kind of want more electric. I mean, we haven't gotten any fire. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like electric would be real helpful for me. Maybe I should get rid of some of my waters, though, if I'm gonna get electric, but you have the whole health accelerator. What's the chart again? Lightning. Grass is good, earth is good, dust is good. I don't think I really have any of those. I finally remember ice being good. But I guess not. There isn't. Oh, that's fire, not earth. Maybe there's be some purpose to our water friends after all. Alright, and water's like good against the toxin. Air, bug, and brute force. Kind of wonder, it would leave me vulnerable to all the electric on here, but wouldn't the air users leave me in a similar state too? I was trying to figure out what options I had against the toxic. But, you know, I think I'm putting too much thought into this. Bro, I think we should just go Hail Mary. No, but we do have an Earth user here. Ah, screw it, let's see how this goes. Now I put a lot of thought into nothing, but I say this seems fairly solid. One thing I never got around to mentioning was with Pokemon Go and the shiny I got. Oh, you're gone. We might be in some trouble. Want a little more time to process everything. Ah! That did not look like a win! That barely even looked like a draw. But I'll take it. Okay. If you say so. A little money. Recruit a new friend. There's a lot of interesting options I liked. Other soul gain speed for the next battle. That sounds like it could be good long term, but it's a little overwhelming to think about. Shellberry. Huh. Lots of interesting types to mess around with. Wait. What's that you got there? Draining. A super require 2 more energy. Oh, that's the one that I've already been using. I guess I don't have a lot of grass nor fire options. And this seems like it would be an interesting item, so I guess I'll take you. I don't want to buy anything. Some items can be combined together to make new ones. That feels... Game not even bothered to explain that to me, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with that for now. I never bothered to use these tickets, but maybe that would help. It's been so long since we actually restocked. Lucky coin. I remember Lucky Coin. Unfortunately, we don't nearly have enough for that. I don't think water is weak to ice. So I've been itching to try our all water lineup for a while, and this seems as good a time as any. So let me just get our other aqua friends in here and see where that leads us. I would like... I mean, with all the air, it might be better to have more electric synergies, though. But I've been meaning to try use Bubble forever. Maybe not against an all-air team, though. Yeah. And what about that Shellberry? What happens if I combine these two? Nothing cool. Oh well. If I can make you even more defensive than you already are, that'd be great. Assuming I understand the way this works. Alright, we got some water. Shoot, water might not even be a good idea for this fight. It doesn't really help me at all. Meanwhile, our new fire friend would be much more useful. And awesome, this actually gets a little bit of poison synergy to work with. That sounds promising. try putting this on you. I did mention in the beginning that I had my theories that this would be a lot more use. That this would be a lot easier to play right on a computer rather than on Steam Deck. And I can confirm that it's definitely easier to play this with a mouse than the touchpad on the Steam Deck. Also, some of it might have been UI changes from the demo to the pre-release. Whatever it may be, I appreciate how much easier this just generally is in general. You know, maybe I should pay a little more attention, because that lead is literally my little Kadomon. So maybe I should have just led with electric. I mean, because this battle might be taking forever, but we're at least not taking a lot of damage. Then again, we have options to take care of the former issue. Oh, you have an ability to make allies when I want that. I think I know what Kadomon we're gonna recruit. It's you, right? Hurt, summon a level 1's Snowball. Well, peeling is such an awesome concept, though. It's literally Banana Bird. I see why it's the desktop icon now. But I gotta go for Cauldron. We gotta show off the whole concept of allies. Shield, well, shielded, reduced damage by 25. Now, I didn't even pay attention to what the heck the berry did. But that's fine. Then I wanted to get a lucky coin too, but I'll get it, but I don't know when I'm gonna actually have an opportunity to put it on anyone, because I have so many other good items as is. Now, I just realized that no. If I take this path, I can still get on my way towards the campsite. I'm always tempted to go for mystery events, but they just have not been as good as raw experience as of late. And I think I have enough creatures to actually fight against grass. I gotta check something though. Physical. Cool, this is not a game where the fighting equivalent is strong against ice. What is good against the physical anyways? Huh. Dusk? Well, I guess you can't see in the dark. So it's hard to punch something if everything's completely dark. Air and toxic. I mean, these all kind of make sense. They're just different from what I'm used to. So if I get some air and some ice... Lucia... I wish there was a pun... the name was more punny. Because this just seems like a concept that should be that way. I guess. What I wanted to do, I wanted to... Shoot, I had a game plan and I completely forgot it. Ice is good against air. Why did I think there was more air to work with, though? Do I even have... I do have some air friends. You be good against the fire. Why was I so insistent in bringing ice? Maybe just because I wanted to show off the cauldron so bad, but... It doesn't really help me, does it? There's grass, air, and... toxic. I guess there is one toxic in the back, but that's not worth building my whole team around. I'm sure there'll be many more opportunities in the future, though. So... like, right, and water is... Where's my little fire friend? You. Okay. So you stay. Let's get some more items. I guess they could use lucky coin, but... for these other items. Let's see how this goes, and if I get my butt handed to me, you can always take it off. Alright. See how badly this goes. Yeah, at least we haven't taken any damage yet. And I guess since Pokemon Go is the only thing on my mind at the moment, I've been having a bit of fun with the new photo features. And I guess I've been trying to find ways to actually upload them more often, because I do take a lot of photos in Pokemon Go, but so far the only place I've ever really uploaded them is TikTok, and yeah, there's definitely other places that would be better to use it. I just don't use... There's not really too many socials that I actually want to be on too often, so I'm mostly between... So I haven't really found a good way to use them besides like the whole montage that TikTok does, but I gotta be prepared in case that site doesn't exist for me anymore in like a year or so, which I wouldn't mind like having dedicating a day of the week just for those photo montages on YouTube, but that requires a bit more editing. Alright. I'm gonna need a moment before we get back into chatting though. Faint. I hate the fact that Faint is in yellow, because that seems like a good ability. Gain power between that stays between battles, but does that mean like it faints every single battle? There's gotta be some caveat to that, because otherwise, how do you make use of the attack if it always faints? Bone armor, gain 100 of attack as defense when an ally faints. What diversity do I even have? I guess like I don't have any fighting, so that's something I should alleviate. And I don't have any bug. But I'm also kind of running out of slots to actually use creatures with. So I'm kind of wondering if I should focus on trying to build up some symmetries instead. Also, like, I'm really curious about this ability, and this creature calls out to me a lot for other reasons. Let's give it a shot. If I don't like the item, I can always, like, take it off. Only 3... Yeah, I really need to diverge off into this right path though, so we can actually make use of the campsite. We got a lot of bugs, so keep doing symmetry with the air, and then be worth keeping the water for all the earth that's hanging around here too. But Fliminit, oh man, I'm so sad that we didn't get Fliminit this time. That was one of my favorites from my demo playthrough. Does Earth help me at all? It does give me an answer against Flippinant. Or Staphylimant. I don't know. It's an ant, so I feel like I gotta emphasize the word ant in the name somehow. Do I have any other Earth options? Because that might actually work out better. And if I also got air already. Oh, you're the reason I have the air symmetry to begin with. Maybe Creasy can take a little break. No, I want the water. Snooze. Let me double check if Bug's good against grass. Oh, it's good against water. That I didn't see coming. It's good against lightning though. That am I too vulnerable to the Flippin' Ant if I double down on... And like the fire would be useful for other allies too. I'm kinda annoyed that we never use Bubble, despite how much I hyped it up. Your fire seems like pretty good against all the bugs out here. Am I really just sticking to the same floor again? All that time left pondering and I'm not making any changes. Because like I see other options that could work, but this is also a pretty solid option too, so I'm kind of in the mindset of it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I guess like... Hold on, I wanted to try... I know our little lead is kind of getting a little beaten up, but I guess we're gonna... This won't matter because of the swap. What am I... Sorry, I'm kind of like built up in the suspense of it all. So we never got a chance to actually copy the enemy ability. We never saw the enemy get copies, so I'm pretty sure that only works if we go in with 3 wishes. I'm not sure if it's worth it. If we copy something really good, I could see it being worth it. But that feels like such a gamble. At least I answered got one of the questions I had out of the way, though. But what else we got a field effect? Bushfire. Turn all grass types into fire. Wild grass. Turn all lightning to toxic. Like like these type changing ones are kind of interesting, but I definitely need the morale at the current moment. And I don't even know if I really need any more items, but Grand that's weird. Deal 2 to all enemies. Deal 2 damage to all allies 3 times. Is it really like hurting my own ally? Why would I want to do that? Weird berry. Apply 5 to the random enemy. I guess this is like the best one out of the bunch. Man, Lumen Ant, I miss you so much. But do I really need you? Let me double check my other options. Yeah, you're coming in kind of late. Oh no, the bag is full. And I really didn't just skip. Don't tell me I got nothing because I clicked that when I was full. Oh, it's just giving me an option release, but I don't know. Who do I get rid of for Luma Ant? I feel so bad because there's like all these creatures that seem to have cool abilities that would be helpful that I never really got to use. I guess like Luminant is what I want from Bubble, but I'll actually get use out of it. Because Luminant triggers when allies are defeated. Well, this happens at the start. And I feel kind of bad letting it go, but we also got a lot of water too. Only downside is we'd be getting rid of our one grass, but water and grass feel way too similar to me. Like oh, you have to actually equip it in order to consume? Well, at least now we can get Luma Ant. I hope it ends up being worth it. I could make him restock, but I don't know if I really am ever really motivated to actually buy items when I'm getting so many good ones for free. I guess I can come back to this. Earth and water. Well, I guess I still have one grass, just no grass energy. We gotta get Luma Ant in here, though. We gotta show off, like... we gotta show off Luma Ant. Love this little stinker so much. Unequip your item. Guess you can take the candy that would... Oh, you just give it to it. It's not an equipable. Even better, I suppose. I guess we don't need a lucky coin. I never got a chance to really even play around with the flame belt. Hold on, I should make sure... Let me get my team together and then worry about items. There's like one water and... Maybe electric isn't that great for this, because there's like one water and 3 earth. Man, am I really gonna put off using Luna Ant another time? Because it certainly feels like it. We go for like the tier 4. Oh, I got rid of my last water. That's fine. Or excuse to actually use Limit in this battle, I suppose. Ice could be good against the air, and... could use a little ice energy. Oh, Bug is good against grass. I will never not come up with an excuse not to use this little sky. Alright. You know what? Items are fine. Except this doesn't work the way I thought it did. It only happens at the... I guess if I sell 5 max, that kind of made me think that it's stacked. Like, you got 5 extra HP every battle I did, but no, that's like, just, it's a normal 5 maximum. You can have this back. Unless, let's go. I'm kind of wondering if I should experiment around with item fusion and that, as I'm kind of getting clogged up on item space. Alright, I'm gonna put this in a little slower motion because I really want... Because on one hand, it'd be good if no one gets defeated. Man, shoot, I got so caught up in my alignment, I didn't even think about, like, hey, maybe check for someone that snipes the back. Because if Ant gets defeated before anyone else, we won't even get to see his cool ability. Well, there goes the whole reason I stuck it in the back. It's fine. It's a little rough, but the last 2 here are ground, I believe. Yeah, they're ground. We have 2 waters. All's well. I'm just a little salty that I hyped up Ant that much, and we didn't even get a chance to see in action. Oh, looks like we got some friends evolving, though. Oh, it just seems like a stronger version of the one we got, which, I mean, makes sense. That's kind of how it should work, but nothing much more exciting than what we already talked about. Alright, so... a freaking jetpack. Attacking +2 and take 5. That's not as cool as I thought a jetpack would be. No, I kinda want more creatures, but we're already kinda full. A sniper might not be a bad idea, especially with how the last boss was. Let's see, it's water and air. Let me check to see if there's anyone that's not really been pulling their own weight. Like, Colden... You don't have a dual type. Your ability is nice, but we have Ant now. I'm gonna pick you up just in case. I think the game skipped an evolution because I don't recognize half my party anymore. You evolved. And you must have also evolved off screen. I'm gonna find some time before this is all over to read these little dex entries. They put the time into actually making little lore for the creatures, so I might as well like experience it. Is there a way I can see how much experience you've gotten? Screw it. Bias is bias. You're probably a bit behind because you're new anyway, so I might as well get you up to speed. I got 8 of these. I should buy something, but I'm like full. I could like buy a creature I already have to get some more experience. Was that really worth spending my currency on? Well, the shop doesn't change until I reshuffle it, so I guess we'll find out later. Oh, speaking of which, excuse me. Man, my first thought is experience, because I'd say from my hand is behind, but maybe not as far behind as I thought. Is there anyone that could benefit from toxic type though? Because it would be nice to have a little bit, have a few more types, get a little more synergy to work around with. But the experience is just calling me. And we got Flippin' Ant's gotta catch up, man. I'm determined to make Flippin' Ant a good member of our team. Got water and toxic. I gotta memorize what to bring for this. And ironically, it's I think it's what we have out already. The side types. Oh, so you definitely are the evolved form of. I just got what's going on with this. It snows. It's a snake rose. I didn't even notice the rose on his tail until just now. Right. What's good against the dark? Or the dusk? I'm probably never gonna memorize the new names for all of these. Come on, I spent like 30... I guess it would be safe to say 30 years, because I have been playing Pokemon since... It was like my first real video game, and I've been playing it since Red and Blue. Air, Bug, and Dust. Did you hear that, guys? One of them is weak to Bug. Two of them are weak to Bug. Guess who's staying on this team setup? Kind of... Only thing I might wonder is... Ally Summon... You are... Actually, aren't those two the same item? Let me check something. Because I think I just had an epiphany. No, I do have two shell berries. I want to see something. Like, surely if there's anything you can combine as two of the same item to make a stronger version, right? No? Okay. If you say so, game. It'd be nice to like find some combination and clean out some inventory slots. Well, I'm not out yet, so I guess we'll hold on to things a little bit longer. But what do I want to give you? You're a sniper, and... I have not had an opportunity to see what the hype is with this flame belt. And I can't believe my first thought is maybe I can make something cool out of it. I wish there was a way to tell if I had any sort of item fusion combinations. This would be a cool feature if I felt like I could actually make use out of it. Let's throw you down there. Yeah, because I don't even know if Dusk will really help us. And wow, this gives us like 3 sets of synergies. It's so weird to call synergy. So weird to call it synergy. Because I grew up on Golden Sun. Where the freaking equivalent to magic in that universe is called I guess it would be pronounced synergy. I always pronounce it synergy. With the P, with like a soft P. Like, I think I'm having an existential crisis over the pronunciation of names. And I'm only shocked that I haven't had an epiphany like this sooner. See, there's our friend, the Flimmit Ant, in action. Flimmit Ant gives us friends, and makes our friends last even longer than it would otherwise. Flimmit Ant is friend, because it makes more friends. This is why we salvage Flimmit Ant, and we always love Flimmit Ant. Well, I guess I got slightly too late, Snows. I already got spoiled on your whole evolution, but I'll take it. I don't think I can really recruit anyone, but I guess I can get more experience. But and this is definitely more experience than just getting the candy. I wonder if I get the item too, or just the experience. I definitely use you more than you. No, actually I got a decent amount of use out of you. It's just been a little bit. Speaking of which, I should probably decide if I'm gonna take anyone on the board or reshuffle. I guess I only have 2 tickets. I wonder if the lore book would actually tell me if it does look like you have a 3rd state that we could work up to. I kind of get the feeling we're not going to get to it in time of the tutorial. Wow. This tutorial is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Here I thought we'd just quickly go for the tutorial and they actually would get to use a new starter for the stream, and wow, that kind of backfired on me. But it's all good. We've still got some new friends that we got to play around with. Right, I just spent all my berries on essentially extra experience. Ah well. There's no point in restocking it quite yet, because we definitely wouldn't have enough to find more monsters, but I think my next goal is to be get Flimmit Ant all experience. Get Flimmit Ant evolve before the next boss fight. Because Flimmit Ant is friend. Are we already at another water lightning? I'm probably gonna mess around with this a bit because, like, we can't have both air and water vulnerable. Where's our ground? But you're also part air. What else is good against electric? Or lightning? Grass and dusk. I guess I could bring whalebone yet back. It's more water. What's good against dusk again? Air and bug. Well, I mean, it's... if it's bug, then we know what to do. 2 electrics. Yeah, and I should probably get rid of one of my waters, but who to bring in instead? Actually, I think toxic is good against electric. No, it's physical. Surely one of the types that it has... Ah. Yeah, you're toxic. I don't want to look at the chart again. I just know that you're good to have for some reason. This gives me an air synergy, but I don't want air in this fight. It kind of makes me ponder if I could, like, get... I guess I could get fire if I bring Fire Dew, but that doesn't really help me as much as I think it would. I don't know, let's go with this. Feels like I'm spending way too much time in these battles. But I guess that's not a bad thing, because it's auto battles, so, like, the planning is where all the gameplay is at. I think we got this, though. We got, like, we got 2 electrics. 3 electrics if we want to... Oh, that's because one of our allies is already down. Oh, okay. Maybe I won't speed this up. Maybe this isn't as in the bag as I gave it credit for. But, I mean, this is great. Like, don't get me wrong, I have lost with Flaming Ant before. But how could you? When, like, even when your copy gets defeated, you still get more Flaming Ant friends. I just hope I can find a way to, like, get it evolved before the tutorial ends. Oh man, but there's, like, so many creatures. One of these days I'm gonna have to dedicate a run just to collecting all the various creatures along the way. But right now I'm just so solid. I feel so confident with the team that we have that I don't really want to give up anyone just to get a new entry for the Dex. I don't know if it's actually called the Dex, but nothing else is really coming to mind. Do I skip and get like the 5 experience, or like get 30 for 10 laser? I haven't used 10 laser in forever though. But it's in the team, and I might use it. Well, hopefully I don't regret this, but I think like the more experience I can get, the better. Let's just... I really gotta find something. Some sort of item combination. But otherwise I'm gonna have to get rid of some things. Actually, I wonder if the Toxic Slime and the Fireball would have any sort of symmetry together. Where's it? Okay, good. Went back into the party. You think if anything would make a cool item, it would be these two. Ah well. Actually, maybe I just want to replace the Toxic Slime with the Fireball. I mean, I guess I only need 2 shell berries. And I guess I'll worry about getting rid of more items when I have... What do I worry about? Oh. Yeah, we could go... We haven't gone for a mystery event in so long, but... Campsite. And I guess I go the middle path. Well, I get one final campsite before the boss, either way. We haven't gotten a... I can't be a killjoy. We haven't gotten a mystery event this entire time. And... This is... Either one of these would probably be safe bets for... battles before the boss. Alright, let's see what happens. There is a farm up ahead. Upon reaching it, you notice that it's owned by the Brute family. While looking around the farm in the bountiful harvest, you notice a bundling following you by. It seems like it really likes your party and it looks to join the group. Man, but I don't have room for a ball of baby. And I have no idea what a carrot on a stick does. Dang, I wish I just took the experience. It looks like it would be fire. It's definitely fire. Maybe air because it's a bird. I haven't used Luchador in a bit. I'm so excited to get it, and yet I have yet to touch it once. But would it be worth getting rid of for the bird? Something tells me the carrot on the stick would be even more useless, though. Let me give it a I'll take the risk. Oh. If it gave me a large candy, then maybe that was a mistake. Ah well. Get the little ball baby. You return to the main breeder boot and explain the situation. Apparently this ball baby dreams of going on an adventure. They decide to let them join your party. Just ignore the poor sap that got left behind in order to make that possible. Let's see if we... Oh, it's not a bird. I feel so misled. Gain experience. Transfer random allies grass for the next battle. I don't regret my decision, at least not fully. That seems like it could be useful. Well, at least we know we got more experience for our little flamin' ant. There might be hope of getting you evolved yet. Right, do I want to take fire, water, or dust, fire? Well, I went into this thinking, knowing that I would have at least solid defenses for against fire with all my water types. I should bring them out here. Blaziken, you can get in here. Do I go all water? But then we can't have Filament Ant. And aren't you good against ice or... I think you're good against dusk. Yeah, I'd rather take the whole... I wonder what happens if I... I wonder what happens if you get the belt. You can go up front because you're, like, defensive. I think the... Let's give this a go. I think I may have been onto something with the whole dusk against the... having electric against the dusk. Wait, where did you get that random friend from? Drumdursk? I think revive ally deals 4 damage to the lowest enemy. Oh, And there's our little ally being summoned. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much, it's just the fact that, like, by the time I actually... by the time I'm done being focused on the game long enough to actually talk in that, it's already over. Slow applied. Frail applied. Gain speed. I don't know. I think I'll just take the candy. I can boost whalebone, which I was just using in this battle. So sure. You know, one more restock before the end. Yeah, I could use... do I really want to use my resources to boost Steema? I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it in the fight. Yeah, Steema seems pretty good. Yeah, so this may... I am enjoying my time with the game, but it's definitely more of a play on my own time rather than commentating the game. You think with the whole auto battle thing... You think with the whole auto battle thing that it'd be a great commentary game, but I kind of get so focused in the details that I forget to speak, so maybe not. Maybe it's just because it's new and unfamiliar that the commentary thing isn't coming as naturally as, like, in a Pokemon game. Alright, do I want to give something Dusk? Or do I even want... I think I'm going to just take the experience. We haven't evolved from an ant yet, and I subconsciously have the desire to do so. But I can't ignore the possibility of having another Tri-type being useful. I just haven't seen a type that could really use... I mean, the problem is Limit Ant, and just how determined to try to get it evolved in that. Alright. So... I guess it's already time for the boss, I say, as we're in the second hour. You... The knocking... Well, you don't even seem to have a type. Well, I do have our sniper still, but then I won't be able to summon little ants to help me out. Because, like, on one hand, if there's no type to worry about, I should just go all in with one type and get the strongest synergy I can. But on the other hand, Limit Ant. Can't go wrong with Limit Ant. Well, having extra allies isn't a guarantee that we'll win, so... take that chance. But I really should get an item on you. Okay, this seems like actually would be a good item in combination with... Oh no, did I accidentally... Oh, shoot. No, don't tell me I actually got rid of the... Either way, it's kind of good that I remember this now. I mean, I wanted to give the Limit Ant, but I don't know if this will be it. This will be the end, so I should really give it to someone I'm actually going to use in this fight. I bet you can be getting a lot of mileage out of you, so I guess you can have it. Where... I really did just lose the item because I wasn't paying attention to my inventory space. Was I? A warning would have been nice. What would be my next best option? Man, that was just so good because it's hiding in the back, and it would have had so much chemistry with in the back. I guess this is the next best option just because it boosts everything. Actually, maybe I just have this. Energy is good. Oh, I guess I... You know what? I think energy might be more useful than attack after all. But do I want something besides regen? Well, I guess the more options they have to like focus on the boss, the better, because he probably has the ability to summon more of them. So this assortment feels like it's all over the place, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Wait, did it just made... Oh, I think that was... Who's boosting their attack and why? Okay, I mean, we are getting... Oh, shoot, I was gonna say, we were getting rid of them pretty fast, so it would have been nice if they just stayed gone, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case. Oh, we are just so screwed. I do not know how you fight these bosses in general. Maybe I would have done slightly better if I had the ant. Well, somehow it's not over yet. So I guess all we can do is see what happens onwards, and it looks like it's getting harder and harder to avoid the mini bosses. Great. You know what though, we're at the 2-hour mark, so I think that's a good time to end off the stream. It's nice to give this a shot. It's a shame that I didn't really talk as much as I would have liked, but at least it's nice to at least have an excuse to finally give this game a more earnest attempt. Give it more than like a 30-minute, one to a half hour, like 30 to 60-minute try and all that. So I'll have to figure out what we're gonna do next week, because it won't be more of this. This seems more of a game that I would rather play on my own time when I don't have to worry about commentating. I am trying to like do more games though, and I'm trying to do more stuff that I can make videos out of, because I've been having a hard time actually getting back in the playthrough series, and like Pokemon XG takes a long time to edit, so I wanted to have a couple one-offs to actually and just edit them down to videos to upload, as I'm trying to build my Pokemon XG backlog back up. But that's just a random thought, and something I'm pondering. I don't think I really got anything more to say, so see y'all later. No promises. I want to say see y'all next week. And I was able to stream 2 weeks in a row, so the third week sounds likely, but I don't like making promises with streams. Now, if you're following, you'll know when I go live with notification. If you follow me on socials, I will let you know when I'm live. But if I am, anyway, usually I stream on Saturday evenings. I got a little extra time off from work, so I am tempted to do another stream sometime this weekend, but that feels incredibly unlikely. Alright. I've been idling long enough. For real this time.